very exciting 10-ball shootout with me in the commentary box. I'm very pleased and happy to say is the legend, Tony Robles.
Hi, Mark. How are you, buddy? It's a pleasure to be here. It's an honor to be here in this great battle in Battle Creek.
It is going to be a battle.
Oh, yeah.
There's plenty going on here in the arena. We've also got an amateur event going on. There's about 46 tables in here in total. So there you saw Scratch on the break by Mohammed. So early chance to take the lead for A.Kazakis. Playing the combo on the 7, right behind the line. Got the best seat in the house here, and hopefully. And there you just heard the beginnings of a shot clock. We are playing a shot clock, 30 seconds, and 1 extension per player, per rack. And just to let everyone know, early 10s do count. There's a golden break, and you can combo or carom the 10 at any time.
How great he hit that shot. Stop right in between the 8 and the 9. That was absolutely perfect. You know, Alex knows. You know, he's a veteran. Alex knows he's a veteran. Nice angle. So he's gonna try to use, you know, the least amount of rails possible to make sure that he doesn't have to deal with the sliding. Because I had the opportunity to practice last night for a couple of hours, and the table's sliding a lot. It's brand new cloth, obviously, brand new beautiful Predator tables, and they just run very beautiful. This is my first time playing on the Predator tables, Mark, so I'm very impressed with them.
Yeah, I was as well. First time I've had the chance also.
So again, like I said, he's just using the least amount of rails possible. It's going to probably either shoot a stop shot or even just roll it a little bit to end up with an angle, enough angle on the 9 to get on the 10. Simple position player, Alex. He doesn't do much with the cue ball, but he has great control. Nice little slide there, and then he's going to slide it again for the 10 ball. I actually like coming off the rail on this one because I feel like you have more control. I think it's very important to take full advantage of the angle. But a lot of players are used to just sliding it over and come short of the rail, like Alex did there. Very nice. Alex takes the first rack. It's Mohammed and leads by the score of 1-0 in set 1. Once again, these are races to 4. 2 sets. Player that wins both sets wins the match. If they win 1 set apiece, we go to a sudden death shootout. Referee in charge is Mr. John Lehman, good buddy of mine. Known John for about 25 years and consider him the best in the business. Just got done doing the U.S. Open in Atlantic City and did a tremendous job. What a tremendous job Matchroom did with Emily Frazier and her staff. It was unbelievable. Nick Teal.
Yeah, actually, I heard that you were playing in it. You're making a bit of a comeback, I heard.
So Alex breaking now. Hopefully trying to take a 2-0 lead here. Let's see how he hits him. Hit it off center a bit, but still managed to make one of the side pocket balls, one of the second balls, that is.
What's he doing?
Wanda with no shot, but that's why, because he lost control of the cue ball there.
Is he jumping here or is he pushing? He's going to push, right? Can't reach the jump, I guess.
Yeah. You know, I used to play Mike Davis. You know, Mike Davis is a very tall guy. And when I played Mike Davis, he knew I was shorter than him, so he used to push out to these jump shots where he knew I couldn't reach it with my jump stick. And I always gave it back to him, and he always made the ball.
Oh, you should have got some high heel shoes.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea, Mark.
Yeah, what a terrific event this is. Just looking around, nothing but great ball. You see Alex looking around at the shot clock there.
Looks like he might be thinking about a possible bank, but
I think he's going to leave a possible bank. Yeah, just pushing out.
that's a better shot. I like that shot better because, you know, it's not really a bank, it's a double kiss. And because if you leave a simple bank, it's very easy for you to, most players are going to make that bank, but you're also leaving them with an angle to possibly play position number 3.
I think I'm sending this round the angles. Send it round the angles.
Yeah, I will give this back too. This is not an easy shot. This is a very difficult shot to play safe on. He might try to go past the side between the 5 and the side pocket and try to put the cue ball behind those balls, the 9, the 10, the 3, or the 6. Or he might hit it softer and try to, you know, send the 1 towards where the cue ball is and then leave the cue ball by the 5, 10, 9. Oh, he just tapped it.
Yeah, just containing. I think he might find himself in trouble after this one, though.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what I appreciate about that shot? Buddy Hall once told me, whenever in doubt, do whatever comes easiest. You know? And that was the easiest thing for him to do without giving away the farm for a pack of beans. Right?
I normally do the opposite.
Yeah. So even though he might have put Muhammad in a better position to play return safety, at least he's guaranteeing himself another turn at the table.
Oh, he's got a little bit fortunate there. Can he just clip the edge and go behind the 4? He might be able to. A.Kazakis, of course, 30-year-old from Athens in Greece. 805 Fargo rating, and of course, Tony, reigning Masters champion.
That's correct. Yeah, I was talking to him a bit yesterday because Alex went to New York a lot, so we got to spend a lot of time together there, and I was super happy for him when he won that event because he came in second a number of times in big tournaments, and you know, to see him finally win one was really nice because he's a real good kid.
Yeah, and I'm sure he owes a lot of that to Kelly Fisher, who gave him a really good talking to when he wasn't feeling very good just before the final. And Kelly gave him a talking to and told him exactly how good he is and that he should be there and he deserves it.
Wow, look at that shot. It was a great shot. Yeah, you know, Kelly gave him some good advice that helped inspire him, but you know, this is why I tell people that just because you play, the past does not equal the future. Those are Anthony Robbins' famous words. People saw that he had a very, very bad match in the semifinals, and he was really disappointed with himself.
Oh, that's a poor
look
shot.
at that scratch.
He's scratched, yeah. So
that's a tough one to swallow, right? When you're playing a race to 4, race to 11, different story, right, Mark?
Yeah, you want to get off to a good start, and this is looks like it's going to go 2-0. No real problems here, I can see. Maybe a little carom onto the 6. I didn't even have to do that. See why complicate it? He, as you said, plays the simple shot. Yeah, you can't see on your screens quite, but Dennis Grobet and
he's just going to go past the 6 ball here. 6 to the 8 is the key.
Yeah, fell a
actually,
little bit
the
short
6
on
to
the
the
5.
7 is the key. I'm sorry.
Well, he's on the 4, right? Yeah, Mario, he is in the audience watching, and he's your first opponent, right?
Yeah, we play at 1:30 today, so looking forward to that match.
So how is the comeback going? You've been on a bit of a road trip, right?
Yeah, you know, I drove from Florida to Atlantic City, you know, a couple of stops here and there, stayed a couple of friends' houses, and it's been very exciting to have the opportunity to play back full time. You know, that's my intention, at least for this year. You know, the U.S. Open was my first major tournament in a very long time. It's my first U.S. Open in 10 years.
Making a comeback at 55, huh? There's
55.
a chance for me. I'm 59. Is that a little bit too old?
There's always time. You can play pool until you're very old, so no worries for you. You have plenty of time, pal.
Yeah, just a little roll off
Alex
the
just
side
has
rail.
such great control.
Choices now, can stun off the side rail or can just run it through for the 9 in the side. What do you fancy, Tony?
You know, I like the side pocket because these are 4 1/4 inch pockets, and they're playing a little soft for now, just a little bit. But, you know, some players, it depends on the angle. This is a preference shot, you know. You can't go wrong either way, Mark.
Oh, he's missed. Oh, he's got it.
Look at that. But you see how he missed it that one and it still went in?
Pocket
If
speed.
had he shot that with little speed to stun it over, it probably hangs, you know?
Yeah. Well played. So it is going to go 2-0 by the looks of it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's come a bit funny on that.
He caught a little jelly roll with extra butter there, pal.
Didn't get a lot of love, as Billy Thorpe would say.
Yeah.
Still
I
fancy
saw
him
a
to
pool
make
player
this.
once freeze to a ball like that, playing a big money match, 2,000 a set.
Yeah,
Good
in
shot.
it goes, no problem.
And
So,
after he
2-0?
did that, 2-0. After he froze on the 8 ball, he said he got on his knees and looked up to the ceiling, and he said, "I dedicated my life to you pool guys. How can you do this to me now?"
I'm a lucky guy. I'm in the comm booth with about 30 different people. You've got so many stories, and I'm going to get to a story that we heard last night. I was there when it actually happened, and we're going to talk about that because it's regarding the next match-up on this table, who will be Aloysius Yap. He will be next up on the TV table, and we've got a nice little story about him, haven't we? You remember that from last night? So yeah, Aloysius Yap will be playing Warren Kiamko next up on the stream table. Meanwhile, break off.
What a great controlled break that was. And look at that. Oh, he had the last minute entry help him out, right?
Last ball rolling, right?
Yep.
Round 4 rails.
Yeah, and notice how he hit those absolutely perfect, controlled the cue ball, stopped it in the center of the table. But the first rack, he hit the one offside, and one of the second balls went straight into the side pocket.
Yeah, I saw them practicing the break last night. Alex, with actually a little fact about Alex. He does some amazing impressions of all the other players. He was doing them last night, and everyone was just collapsing with laughter.
Yeah, I saw one of them on Instagram that he posted. I was laughing.
He's so funny. He does a great Christina to catch as well, believe it or not.
You think he's going to go between the 10 and the 4, or between the 10 and the 3, or just slide right between the 7 and the side pocket? What would you prefer?
Oh,
it's either 10 and the 4.
I would have come down this side. I would have drawn it.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he had that option, but I kind of like what he chose there because, I mean, he probably figures if he runs into the 4, worst case scenario, he can play a safe on the 3, right? So I think, you know, when he's playing more of the percentages than anything here.
Yeah, this is the key ball now, isn't it? And sat in his chair.
He's going to try to go 2 rails for the 4 on the side. Oh, he just chose.
He hasn't gone
oh, he was
far
straight.
enough.
He couldn't even go 2 rails.
No,
there.
he hasn't gone far enough.
I'm not sure if he can see it.
Is the
Looks
jump
like he
stick,
can.
is
Looks
the
like he
short
can.
stick coming out?
He can see it.
He can see it to pot it?
Yeah, I can see it from here. Like you said, we have the best seat in the house, so
Oh, yes, we do. Look, now we see from that angle.
Now watch his fundamentals. Look how he stays perfectly still when he strokes the ball. Watch.
Oh, doesn't want that to get funny with a 9. Oh, now he's going to have to do something.
Ooh.
I think it might still go in this bottom right-hand corner as we look at the table.
Yeah, like you said, it goes either in the same pocket as a 5, or he just ends up with an angle on the 7 to run into them. But I like playing in the same pocket as a 5 ball to be honest. Oh, he might have overhit that. Did he? Did he?
He's got a slight angle.
Slight angle, but I don't think this is the angle he wanted. It's not a natural follow. Let me see.
No, he's going to.
Oh no, he's good. He's good. He actually got good there.
Yeah, he's got a slight angle. Secret of these is don't try and steal an angle and miss the pot. Make the ball.
Looks like he's about to hit it with some speed there. I can't. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, he's forced it over nicely.
See, that's a bad thing about having that stun angle. It's hard to place it exact. You hit it with follow, you go way to the left, and then you hit it with stun follow, you go way to the right. But you know, he looks confident. Like I said, the good thing is that he's playing the table right by playing these angles where he doesn't need to hit the ball with a lot of speed.
Extension.
Might have to call an extension here, yeah.
I like that about Josh Filler. When Josh Filler's on the 9 ball, if he hasn't used his extension, or 10 ball, whichever he's playing, of course, always uses his extension on the last ball.
It's very smart. That way you don't have to think about it.
Yeah, it's all the way.
Oh, he hit it great. He hit it great.
Yeah, perfect speed.
Like I said, it's playing a little soft, right? And that's what you want to do. You want to try to play angles where you play more follow than stun or power shots.
Earlier on.
Now look at the control and the draw over here. Look at that. You see? I was playing on this table, these tables last night, and it's very easy to overdraw the cube on this brand new cloth. But he's already made the adjustment. You and I were playing partners last night, right?
I was just going to say, are you going to mention that draw shot I did last night?
I don't want to give away your skill. I don't want to. I guess I just messed up your action, Mark.
So 3-0 then. Remember, it's 2 races to 4.
And Alex takes a commanding 3-0 lead.
We are live from Battle Creek, from the Kellogg Arena, and yes, Kellogg, it is the breakfast cereal Kellogg people. I think they own half the town, by the looks of it.
Oh yeah.
Every single building is called Kellogg something.
yeah, they definitely own the town. I don't think you want to mention Post Cereal over here in Battle Creek, Michigan, but one thing we found out last night is that everything closes at around 8 p.m. It's brutal here. Even the gas stations, you can't even go get a snack anywhere or anything like that.
But the gas stations don't need to be open because there's no taxis anywhere. There's no cars going. You can't get an Uber. You can't get a lift.
That's crazy.
I had to wait until you gave me a lift, didn't I? Thanks for that, by the way.
Oh, of course. All right, so let's see if he tries to hit it off center. I always believe he's going to try to hit it dead center. He's just probably going to make an adjustment of where to place the cue ball to see if he can figure out how to make the 6 or the 7 in the side.
Yeah, 6 and 7 going
see,
high.
look how high they went. But look up. You see? So they're definitely going higher. I'm not sure if that 1 ball goes in the side. I don't think it does.
No, I don't think it passes the... He's got quite a nice easy safety shot though. Can go either way, can't he? Right behind the 2, or bring the cue ball down here. Looks like he's
he
stunning.
might just send the 1 down.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell from here. Yep, that's exactly what he did.
Mohammed M.Berjaoui from Beirut, Lebanon. Actually plays a lot of 3 cushion, I read.
Really?
And he's got a Fargo of 704, so not too shabby.
Yeah, it's very respectable.
What's your Fargo?
I think it's 727. I'm undercover.
Ready to
for now.
Ready
right?
to burst onto the scene, right?
They did a great speed.
Needs the cue ball
nice
to run.
Up, look at that, look at that, look at that.
Just got behind it.
Oh, wow.
think he's going to kick this off the rail. No real value in getting the
Yeah.
short stick out here, I don't think.
I mean, what I like about this kick shot is if he hits it just right, there's a chance to possibly even put the cue ball underneath the 7.
Yeah.
Because if he tries to hit it too perfect, this 1 might run into the 7. So you have to try to hit it a little bit more to the left side.
He's got to be careful he doesn't make the 1 here in the corner. He hasn't called anything, has he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's played that well.
There you go, underneath the 7.
You
He
called
hit
it,
great.
Tony.
He hit it great.
You should be playing, not sat here.
I don't know about that. See, because when I play well, I'm Tony Robles, but when I play horrible, I'm
And
Tony
Mark White.
Hopeless.
I like that. Well, let's hope you're Tony Robles today.
Yeah, that's the intent. That's the plan.
So, we're going airborne. Kazakis Airways.
Yeah, he's really good at these shots. He has a lot of control.
Yeah, it's surprising how great
Yeah.
these guys are now with the jump stick, right? Unbelievable.
How do you feel, Mark, about certain table brands? I'm not saying any particular one in particular, but you have certain table brands where when you miss a ball and it hits a point, some tables are very well known for always hanging the ball in front of the pocket when it's missed. And others, when they hit the point, they go away from the pocket, and then wherever they stop, they stop.
To be honest, I've never been that close to a pocket.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you have. You made quite a couple of good shots yesterday. But yeah, that was a part of the conversation that we were having at the U.S. Open. Some people feel that, some people are like, well, I like the fact that it doesn't stop in front of the pocket when I miss, because at least I might have a chance of not leaving my opponent a shot.
Do you know what? He's hit that ball so well, and if you hit it well, you've always got a chance of getting a little bit of safety from it. And that was a really nice, solid hit there from Mohammed.
And I love this shot that Alex is calling in the side, because it's a two-way shot. If he makes it, he's got position. If he doesn't, the 1 hits a side rail and possibly ends up in the bottom rail.
Yeah. Needs a
Or
bit
in
of
the
love.
center.
Well, I think he might just have a thin edge here, is he? You're right down the line
Yeah,
of that shot,
see
Tony.
it. He can see it. I had the perfect angle from there. He can definitely see it.
Yeah, just so you know, we're literally
I'm
about...
wondering if he's going to try to bring it back to where it's at now.
He's just putting a slight twist on the
Or he's
cue
just going
ball.
to try to leave the cube on the bottom. Oh.
Has he got away with it? I think he could be in trouble behind the 5 ball.
Yeah, I think it might go in both pockets. I think it might go in both pockets. But it's a little tight.
Yeah, he's having a look, isn't he?
But
Down on his knees.
obviously, if he can hit it in the side, he'd rather do that so he can move the cue ball.
He was down on his knees praying it did, I think.
Yeah. He's calling the 5 in the side. So 5 in the side, and then 1 ball comes off the top rail, unless he's getting a fuller hit.
Oh, he's lost
He hit a little too hard.
Has he lost the 1? He has.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not what he wanted. I'm pretty sure he wanted the 1 to just barely come off the top rail.
He's going rail first here. He's going to try and kick this in. A lot of value if he gets it.
Yeah, come off 2 rails. 1,
Oh, look at this.
2. He hit that great.
Yeah.
He hit that great.
Nice little rubber.
It's not an easy shot to execute.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed about watching Alex live, how softly he does strike the cue ball. Very nice stroke play.
Fundamentals are awesome. His stance, nice grip. Nice loose grip on the cue. More importantly, he maintains his composure and looks confident. Approaches every shot with the right attitude. So
There you see, right behind the shot there. Great camera angle. Just needs to.
I
It's a
think
little
got
bit funny, this,
straighter.
right?
Yeah, I think he got a little straighter than what he wanted there.
Can he just draw past the the 7.
I think he's just going to stun it over past the 8 ball and then get, you know, slightly more of an angle in the 6 than what he would have liked, right? Very nice. And like you said, look, he hit it soft. He didn't have to, you know, smash it or anything like that. See, I ask this question to players all the time, too. Do you prefer 1 rail or do you prefer 2?
I prefer 1 here.
Yeah. The reason
Just
why
a nice
I like 2
stroke.
rails is because a lot of times when you go 1 rail, if you overhit it, right, you end up taking a risk of ending up too straight on it, which is not bad in this particular situation, right?
Yeah, the position of the 8 ball there, it's just a straightforward draw, wasn't it, if he ended straight? But he's okay, got a decent angle here. Slide this one down the rail.
Well, he's playing smart because what he's doing is he's making sure that he secures the ball. And that was one hell of a shot right there, going between the 9 ball and the side pocket. That's what I call precision position.
Yeah, I like to think of it as you're playing the shot in reverse. You've already played the shot in your mind. You know where you need to strike the cue ball, and then it's concentration on the object ball and push your cue through to the object ball. And in it goes, and that's the first set.
Alex takes the first set by the score 4-0.
We'll be back after the break. Welcome back to the CSI Predator US Pro Billiard Series Michigan Open. We're live from the Kellogg Arena here in Battle Creek, and there's a battle going on at the moment between A.Kazakis and Muhammad Ali M.Berjaoui. First set taken by Alex, breaking off. Second set, and remember, if he wins this set, it's all over.
That's correct.
If Berjaoui wins it, we're going to one of those really, really
exciting shootouts. Yeah, they are exciting. They are exciting. I know that in one of these events, I heard that Dennis Grabe made, I think, 14 in a row. That's what I heard.
I actually filmed it live. It was 16-15.
16. That's amazing.
And that was against Chang Jun-Lin.
Wow.
And do you know what? The week previous, he'd been playing an invitational tournament in Turkey where all the players quarantined before coming out to the States.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually was involved in one there that he won 34-33.
That's very impressive. And he says that all he does is practice that shot before these events. That I think that's the only shot he really practices more than any other, which makes sense. Well, Muhammad has got to run this table in order to have a good start for the second set and give himself a chance to possibly even go ahead 2-0 in the next rack. But first he has to take care of this one, Mark.
Yeah, it's always tough, isn't it, when you're not used to playing under the TV lights and on the match table.
Yeah.
It's a completely different feeling, different set of nerves. The conditions are totally different to the outside tables.
Well, I tell you what, that shot on the 3 was hell of a shot, the way he killed the cue ball there.
Yeah, it's always, I'd like to see him get a rack on the board.
Mm-hmm. Well, what I'm impressed with is his demeanor, composure, and he doesn't seem to be rattled that he got shut out 4-0, because he knows he's starting over again, and he knows he needs to, stay focused on the prize, right? And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and then if it goes to a shootout, anything can happen. You don't have a favourite in shootouts, right? It's whoever can hold their nerve.
Mm-hmm.
So good start here to the second set.
The 9 to the 10 is going to be the key here. The 8 to the 9, I mean. The 8 to the 9 is going to be the key to this rack here.
Are you going to play the 9 in the side or into the corner?
If the 9 goes in the side, I prefer to do that.
Oh, he's come a little bit straight,
Yeah.
and this might end up playing this down this rail into the left-hand bottom corner as we look.
Key here is to make sure you make the ball. Let the cue ball do what it has to do.
Yeah, played it nicely.
He overhit that a bit. He might have to shoot it in the corner. He definitely has to shoot this in the corner.
Yeah, I like this in the corner, don't you? From that
See,
angle.
now this is what I was talking about. This is one of those shots where if you play in a particular type of table, if it hits a corner, on some tables it'll just stay in the pocket. On other tables it'll just, roll out. So hit it great.
Yeah. So it'll be a big sigh of relief for the guy from Lebanon. And in it goes. Yeah, well done. First rack
All right, he's finally on the board.
on the board.
Leading by 1 game, 1-0 in the second set. And trying to...
Yeah, and it's winner breaks, of course, as well in this format.
And I believe that the TV table, if I'm not mistaken, Mark, is the only table where John, the referee, racks the balls. And all the other tables, it's rack your own, correct?
Yeah, it's rack your own. You're not allowed to feather the 1 ball.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, wing ball John there will get them as tight as he possibly can in that rather sexy looking triangle rack, if I might say so. It almost reminds me of something out of Formula 1 Grand Prix.
Yeah.
You prefer IndyCar here, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah,
You still have IndyCar? Are you an IndyCar fan, or are you
no, I'm not
F1
familiar.
fan?
I'm not familiar with that, but I know that it's very popular in Florida. I have a buddy of mine, James Vilberg. He's a massive fan. If you're listening, Jim, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, he's made the wing ball in the side, which
Yep.
is...
And do you notice something? He hit the 1 ball on the same side that Alex did when he made that same ball in the side pocket. So it looks like hitting it ever so slightly to the right is helping.
Yeah, sometimes you'll get players watching, sitting in the arena, just to see how the table's playing, to see how it's breaking. Oh, he's got to go for this, hasn't he? Get the bridge out. He's not going to go for it, though, I don't think. No, he's thinning it. Coming round between the 2-8.
He's just going to
Oh,
draw
no,
it. He's going to draw it.
He's drawn it.
Behind there, but he hit a little too hard.
Yeah, I never like playing a safety towards a pocket like that. I like to get the cue ball doing the work and getting the safety.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he had the angle to hit it thin enough to avoid hitting the point.
Right.
But I see your point. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's going for the cut here. Fancy him to get it. Extension call.
This is a tricky one here.
Yeah, is he going to Is he going to carry him into the 8? Is he going to play this with a little bit of left-hand English?
I think the key here is to make sure you get the cue ball past the 8 ball. Even if you have to hit it fuller and have the 1 come off the 7.
Are you trying to run into the 2 here? Oh, he's played it off the 7, as you said.
Yeah. I think he was hoping to make it though. Like maybe a little double kiss.
I think
not an
he
easy shot. Not an
decelerated
easy
on that
shot.
A little bit, Tony. A little bit of deceleration.
That was a big shot because this is a massive opportunity.
Yeah, and you've got to say, this is the key shot. 2 to the 4.
And he came a little short there. Question is, can he shorten the... Oh, yeah, he can shorten the cue ball there.
Yeah, he's fine. Just creeps past the 10 ball. This is a little bit awkward. This is one where you need to go twice across, right?
Yeah, he either draws past the 9 and the 10 and play in the side, or like you said, goes, forward twice. But that's the thing. When it slides, you have to make sure, there you go, that you don't overhit it. He hit it great.
Yeah, it just seems that he's settled down. That one rack that he got, the first rack in the second set, has really settled him down. And it's good to see.
Oh, ooh, for a second there, I thought he missed that.
Yeah, he potted it too thick.
Yeah.
He
hit, that's why
pocketed it into the wrong side of the pocket, and it's left him a little bit funny on the 6. Still fancy him to make it, though.
Yeah, well, that's why the cue ball slowed down, because when you hit it fuller, the object ball absorbed more of the cue ball speed, right? Over here. Did he overhit that? Okay, no, he didn't.
Really
he's good. He's good. He's hitting great. Is this guy undercover? I don't think he's 704. He's got to be higher than 704, the way he's shooting.
Yeah, that's what it shows. But maybe he's raising his game, right?
Ooh, look at that. Oh! I tell you what, this might decide the set here, believe it or not. Little things like this. And on top of that, he has to really be careful with the side pocket here.
Oh, he's played it well. Where's the cue ball, though?
Right?
He's okay.
Watch the side pocket. Oh, right?
He's okay.
Because I know how much the table's sliding, right? He hit that. He hit that really good.
It was on its way, wasn't it? Yeah, according to Fargo, he's 101 places below A.Kazakis.
Wow.
But it looks like another rack. In goes the 9. We could be going
like
to
I said,
now.
that 8 ball was massive, right? The 8 ball was massive, and all right, so now the score is 2-0.
And we'll be back after the break.
Gotcha.
the Michigan Open. We're in the
So
second.
Muhammad leads by the game score of 2-0, and let's see if he hits a one off center again, Mark. See if that 4 ball goes in the side. Look,
Just got a nasty little kick off another ball. The 4, it was on its way. So Alex 1-0 up, but 2-0 to Muhammad in the second, and he's looking to level it up to give us one of those very exciting 10-ball shootouts.
Yeah, as you said, that 4 was kicked away from that side pocket, right? It was going towards it. I'm not sure if it was going to, but it was definitely on its way. Over here, I'm not crazy about the combination here. It doesn't look like he can control that 1 ball much because of the thin hit on the 7.
I don't think he's played. Did he call it?
I think he can. Yeah. He might be able to slow it down. Now, please inform the viewers, right? How much time, about how it works after the break? How much time do you get to shoot?
60 seconds.
60 seconds.
Yeah.
Just like the U.S. Open. And then after that, it's 30 seconds every shot?
After a push out, it's 60 seconds also.
Okay. And then after that, it's 30 seconds for the remainder of the rack, not including one 30-second extension, correct?
Correct. You've done your homework.
I have you here to help me, pal.
We're here for each other, you know that. So nice one in the side here. I don't mind running into something here. Oh, it's a little bit short of pace.
Yeah,
that
definitely came way short.
Yeah, I might have played that with a little bit of right hand and took a risk of maybe carrying in the 9 or even running the other side of the 9 ball.
Yeah, he hit that with what I call smart speed. And that's exactly why, because you don't want to overhit it, because at least if you underhit it, you have a chance to defend yourself. Whereas if you end up behind the 6 and the 9.
Yeah, good point.
Or just in case speed. Which one do you like, smart speed or just in case speed?
Another fine example of why I'm sat here and not out there playing. And don't forget, you will be playing at 1:30 today against M.Berjaoui. That won't be on the stream table. Our next match up on the stream table will be Aloysius Yap, the runner-up from the US Open. He'll be playing against Warren Kiamko, and that's going to be a great game, right?
Yeah, what an impressive a kid that Aloysius Yap is. And I'm not talking about Aloysius. Wow, what a great shot that was! Wow, hit that great. There. He focused only on the cue ball there, and that's why he played the safe successfully. You know, and that's one thing that viewers should understand about shots like that. A lot of people fail to play a great safety there because they focus on both the speed of the cue ball and the object ball, when all you really have to do is focus on the cue ball.
Yeah.
But getting back to Aloysius Yap, you know, I congratulated him yesterday. You were there.
Yeah, I was just going to say this is probably a good time to tell the story.
On his second place finish in the Open. Wow, look at that shot. Ooh. Nice. He hit that great.
Yeah, he's got him hooked.
Well, that was intentional. He was trying to leave the cue ball there. And I told Aloysius that what impressed me more than anything was his demeanor at the table and how he handled coming in second place. That was super impressive to me. And he looked at me. He says, you know, one of the first matches I ever seen in my life was you versus Santos Sambajon in the finals of the 2004 BCA Open 9-Ball Championships.
Let me correct you. Not one of the first, the first.
The first. Ah, I love it.
And he was really pleased to meet you, wasn't he?
Well, you know, it meant a lot to hear him say that, not because he watched my match, but because in my entire career I've always conducted myself as a professional and try to set an example for players to follow, hopefully. And to watch someone like that following in that path, you know, is a big deal. He's going to bend the cue ball here with draw, right? He has to hit it with draw.
Oh, bend it too much.
So this is Alex's opportunity here.
Yeah, he needs to stop the
to get on
streak.
The board.
Yeah.
Stop the bleeding a bit, right?
Yeah, exactly. I like what you said last night, actually, about the way you conduct yourself after a final, when you've won a final.
You know what I did is they started clapping for me when I won the tournament, and I didn't want the attention. I just lifted up Santos's hand and started pointing to him and asked people to clap for him instead. And the reason for that is because I don't think people give enough credit to the opponent in the final. Alex overhit that one a bit there. You know, it takes two to tango.
Yeah, and they're the ones that need the appreciation, aren't they? After just losing, you're already feeling down. But if you get that little bit of a lift and appreciation from the audience, that's always nice, right?
It is, yeah. And they're the ones that motivate you to play your best.
Yeah, he's played that nicely.
Hit that great.
Perfect angle, just a little draw shot here.
Yeah, I don't see Alex having any problems here. You know, hit this with a little bit of draw, 6 o'clock.
Caught it a little bit thin. Come a little bit straighter than he might have liked, but he's okay.
Yeah, he hits this one around 7:30. He's fine. Draw with a little bit of left.
Is that 7:35? Is that 7:35 low left?
No, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. I was just in Illinois yesterday, and I was in Central Standard Time, but we're back in Eastern Standard Time.
English shooting time.
Yeah. Now, this is a little tricky one over here. This one, you try to hit this with a little bit of left. You have to hit it with a little bit more, maybe even a little lower than what you think, because that ball will slide right into the 9. So you have to be very careful with this one. There you go. See, he hit it with a little bit of slide. I don't think he's going to like this too much.
Not sure he can run past
because
it.
You know, he might have to. I don't know if he can get past the 10. To be honest with you, he's going to have to draw. He's going to have to draw this nice and slowly, so the cue ball will bend after it comes off the tangent line. The 9 ball, just enough to stay above the 10.
Oh, that's okay. So it looks like we're going to go 2-1.
Watch the side pocket,
and
right?
It goes. Oh, the cue ball's gone past it. Wouldn't reach. Anyway. So, yeah, just to remind you, we've got 6 tables here in action. 6 Predator tables. And we're going to try and get you some scores from a few of the outside tables very shortly.
And they look beautiful and they run great. What do you think of our dear friend John Lehman, the hardest working man in the business, huh? He's been traveling to more events now than I've ever seen him travel. And I've known him over 25 years.
He told me he's married with children. I think when he goes home, they don't recognise him. They haven't seen him for so long. And I'm just wondering, I think that was the last time he had a haircut, the last time he went home.
That's why his hair is long.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm not sure whether they might be extensions or not. He's used to calling for extensions, so perhaps that's what he calls when he goes to the barbers.
Let's see if he makes that 3 ball on the side.
His game going high on the 7.
He didn't make the 3 ball on the side, but keep in mind, he didn't cut it as much. I'm not saying he's trying to cut it, but that's going to be a problem if he continues. He doesn't make an adjustment. I think he should continue to hit it dead on the way he is, but, you know, place a cue ball in a different spot.
Just spotted M.Berjaoui in the audience. Maybe he's watching your commentating skills.
Yeah. I'm going to have to hold back then. Look at this. He came short there. He came short of the mark there. And he might have to play it safe here.
Can he play? He's going thin off of it.
Might have to play it safe here. You might have to try to place a cue ball behind the 3.
Yeah. That's where I'm going as well. Use the 2 rails.
Oh, he overhit it. He overhit it. He left the door open on the way out.
He caught it a little bit thick, didn't he?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I think it doesn't pass the 5 ball, does it?
You know, even if it does, it's a tricky shot to play safe on. He might, like I said, remember I told you what Buddy Hall said? Whenever in doubt, do whatever comes easiest. He's just probably happy with leaving him in an awkward position, right? But he's going to try to put him behind the 10.
Who's the most famous person you've ever met? Not pool player, movie star. I know you've had something to do with movies before, right?
Yeah, I was actually the go-to guy in New York when it came to TV shows and films. So I was able to work with John Bernthal, who's a Punisher in Marvel's Punisher. He was also in The Walking Dead. I had the pleasure of working with Charlie Cox, who is Daredevil in Marvel's Daredevil. So we did 2 episodes of that.
You look like a superhero.
Huh?
You look a bit like a superhero.
Who?
You do.
No way.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you do.
He missed that. He probably wasn't that concerned about missing that shot because of 5 and 7 tied up, but you can always play safe and hide the cube underneath the 10 when you get to the 5.
Yeah, he's gone all out there, hasn't he? Finished a little bit short. I think he can he draw to the side rail and back over again for the 4
Over
into
here?
the same pocket?
It doesn't look like he can. I think he has to hit this with follow.
Yeah, he's drawing.
No, he's hitting a draw. I guess he can.
Yeah, must be.
He's going to have to hit his soft draw, though, to make sure he...
He's
you
pulled
see?
it in. Yeah.
Right? He did have to hit it with follow.
Commentator's eye, huh? So you would have played that.
I don't like to jinx people, man.
You would have played that sort of middle on the cue ball,
Yeah.
but right.
Yeah, I think you needed. I think he didn't mean to draw it that much. I think he meant to stun it a little more. Over here, I love this shot. I practiced this shot for years. I know exactly where to place the cue ball to go right into that 7 ball, and I love this shot. Just have to make sure he hits it with enough speed to separate the cue ball from the 7 ball.
So hard as well. Why did he?
Yeah.
Nicely.
Well, he needed more angle. He needed more angle for sure. But remember I said earlier, if you get on the 5 correctly, you can place the cue ball behind the 10. He has a perfect angle to do that, but still, he has to execute it. And that he did.
Oh, it's leaked out, has it?
Ah.
I think it's leaked out, you know.
Yeah.
But he has to watch the side pocket here.
I don't know if Alex can see enough of the 5. He can. Yeah, he actually can.
Yeah.
You know, like hit it super soft. Even if the cue ball has to move the 7 to the rail and then end up getting parallel, becoming parallel. See that?
Just like that.
Boom,
Just like
boom,
that.
right? There you go.
And now all of a sudden, it's advantage Kazakis.
Mm-hmm. And that's massive in a race to 4.
Yeah, M.Berjaoui was on the cusp of going.
I think he's just going to tap it nice and lightly, right? That's what I would do. Oh, he hit it great. He hit that really, really good. I don't even know if Alex can place the cue ball behind the ball here. I mean, if he hits the 5 ball with draw and doesn't place it exactly behind the 10, he might be better off just tapping it. Just tap it.
Oh, he's gone to go behind the 8 as he made it.
Yeah.
I think he's gone a
He leaked it out a bit. He leaked it out a bit. That was a tricky one because it's hard to hit the ball that thin and minimize the movement of the 5 ball. You know, it's a tricky one.
Yeah.
Over here, let me see. Can he bank it past the 10 so that he can go 3 rails and leave the cue ball behind the 7?
Absolutely. That was the shot. Don't hit the 8 ball.
Up. Ooh, he still got him. I think he still got him. You got to go for the side here.
Yeah, there's a nice little crowd building up around the match table here. And you'll always find that around these events. As soon as it starts to get close, as soon as there's the chance of that shootout, the crowds gather.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
They love a
shootout.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We love a shootout.
Oh, yeah.
But the players don't.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't involve guns, yeah.
He's hit it well. And I think
he hit that so good. Look at that.
Yeah, there's that thing again. Make sure you get a good hit on it, and you've got a chance of getting it safe, right?
This has been an exciting rack, right, Mark? I mean, little back and forth here. It's like, you know, because it's if he wins the rack, he's up 3-1. If Alex wins it, it's tied 2-2 with him breaking. So, you know, he's going to try to play safe here and try to leave the cue ball behind the 5. I mean, the 6 and the 9. He hit it great, but
yeah,
almost leaked it out. He almost leaked it out.
Now then, 2 rails here. Send the 5 past the 9. Leave the cue ball behind the 6-9.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a very, very tricky shot, and it's a touch shot. You don't want to hit it too hard because you want to really focus on sending that cue ball underneath the 6, but you have to hit it perfect. That's a tricky part about it, you see? Nice and soft.
He's gone the other way. Oh, I thought that was risky going that way, and he's going to be in trouble after this one.
I don't think he meant to do that. I think he tried to put it behind the 6, yeah. I think he just misjudged it. He's probably trying to take into consideration the slide, but he's gonna do the 3-railer again over here, and the bonus here is that he has a 9 as an extra blocker if the cue ball doesn't end up behind the 6.
I wouldn't want his next shot.
Yeah. But I know that Mohammed looks like he's a little disappointed because you can tell you wanted to freeze a cue ball behind the 6 so that way he doesn't have the long rail option, you know?
Yeah, now he can kick this 2 rails, and if he thins this in, natural position up for the 6.
Yeah, and as much as he would like to hit this soft to play position for the 6, I think he's going to hit it hard because if you hit it soft, you sell out if you don't make the ball.
Yeah, just like that. Oh, he was lucky. He went very close to that pocket. Almost
wow,
a
look
scratch.
at this, look at this.
But again,
wow.
And I think we're going to see the jump stick this time.
I'm telling you, those rolls with extra butter count for something, right?
I like that. I'm going to use that.
Sometimes that's what you need to win.
He just doesn't want to catch this too thick and scratch into the left-hand corner.
Yeah, he made sure of that. He made sure not to scratch.
Caught it nice and thin. This is a nasty little one. Are you playing this up and down, the 5 ball up and down? Cue ball behind the 10?
Well, you know what? If he can get past that 10, go for it. You know, if he's going to run into the 10, he has to be careful not to come off the 10 and either scratch or end up near that pocket.
I think he's going for it, you know.
And he's such a great shot maker too, so.
Oh, what a terrific shot. Played it confidently. Played it pocket speed as well, right?
Yep. Yeah, he hit that great. That was a fantastic shot.
Now we need a Kazakis special, a nice soft draw back to leave the 7 in the side, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he is. He has the right. He's just dead straight. All he has to do is just hit it with enough speed and make sure that he comes short of that scratch.
Oh, he's played that beautifully. How well has he hit that?
He hit that, man. How good did he hit that? That'd be one hell of a run out, huh? If he gets out.
That was reminiscent of my draw shot last night.
There you go.
But I wasn't on the next ball. I think you had to kick the next shot after that. But yeah, these cloths are so responsive, aren't they? It's the Predator Arcadia cloth also. Yeah, lovely strike with the cue ball, Alex. It looks like we're going 2-2, Tony.
Yeah, and the 9 does go in the side if he chooses to go that route. He decided to go to the corner and he hit it with absolute perfect speed. Well, kind of.
Yeah, this is okay, right? Just stunned
one
before
of
the side pocket.
One of those angles, yeah.
Are you coming across the face of the 10 to play it into the left-hand corner?
This is a tricky one because he might have to hit this one a little bit on the thick side, so that way the draw will grab more, and just spin it out. See, just spin it out. There you go. You just take the slightly tougher shot on the 10.
Yeah, and there on your screens now, you might just see the little white spot behind the black spot there. Yes, behind the 1 spot. And that is the spot they use for the shootout. So a lot of people think that it's actually off the apex spot, but it isn't. It's off that little spot where the 10 spots in the rack,
Right.
which makes it just that bit more difficult. In it goes. Cue ball
Very
safe.
nice. Very nice.
We're all
Tied it
square.
to a piece.
2-2.
We have a ball game.
We'll be back for the conclusion. Welcome back to the CSI Predator US Pro Billiard Series Michigan Open. We're live from the Kellogg Arena here in Battle Creek, and there is a battle going on. And if you've just joined us, where have you been? A.Kazakis won the opening set 4-0, but this one is much tighter, 2-2. With me in the commentary booth, the legend Tony Robles.
Always a pleasure, Mark. Always a pleasure.
And this time he's made the wing ball in the side, the 9 ball, perfect on the 1.
Yeah.
Now then, position to the 2.
Yeah, he hit that one great, and Scat has the extension on the cue. I believe he plays with it, and all he has to do is just negotiate position for the 2 ball, and he's in good position to run out.
Yeah, and these cloths are really responsive, aren't they, to the draw? And there
Yeah.
you see it zipping back. The little black triangles on this Arcos 2 Predator balls. Do you like the round circles, or do you like the nice little triangle like that? I kind of like the triangle on the cue ball. It's nicer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's very, very beautiful. I mean, just to have the entire setup Predator shows how far they've come since they first started the company over 20 years ago.
Important lesson in life there, Tony. Whatever your passion is, whatever your dream is, never give up.
Yeah.
Work hard. Keep believing. And if you keep doing all the right things to make it happen, it will.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that, because in 2004, before I won the BCA Open 9 ball, I had just finished 9th through 12th at the Super Billiards Expo. Oh wow, look at that.
He's overdone that.
Yeah, but he had well, look at that. He caught a roll. He caught a roll there.
He's caught a roll.
Yeah, he caught a big roll there, but
he's caught a rollbless.
Yeah. Well, he couldn't fit 2 trucks there. He could only fit 1 truck, and you know, he didn't park it correctly. Right? But in 2004, after I finished 9th through 12th at the Super Billiards Expo, that was like the gazillionth time that I finished 9th through 12th, 13 to 16. So I got so frustrated I was going to quit. And a friend of mine talked me out of it. And after he talked, long story short, after he talked me out of it, the very next tournament in Vegas, I finally won my first major.
Put it there, buddy.
Yeah, and I was going to quit for good. And to this day, when I give people advice, I tell them you could be this close to achieving your goal, but you will never find out unless you continue to move forward. So it's exactly what you just said right now.
Absolutely right. Quitters never win.
Yeah.
And winners never quit.
Yeah. Oh, you hit that good right there.
We're coming out with we're a fountain of knowledge, of anecdotes and little quotes, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little tricky here for Alex in this position.
Yeah, I'm sat right behind this, and I don't think he's got an edge. I think he might have the faintest of edge, but I like going 2 rails here.
Yeah, you're better off going 2 rails here anyway and hope that you don't run into that 5 ball and have it act as a stopper.
Are you calling this bottom corner pocket?
He called the side pocket.
Oh, he's called the side, has he? So it must pass the 5 then, does it?
Yeah.
There you see the lovely loose grip on the cue that Alex has got on the backswing. It opens up. Oh, he caught it well. He's caught that so well.
Wow.
What a great shot.
Look how good he hit that shot, man.
How well has he hit it?
I mean, that's not luck. That's planned.
Now,
you know,
can he spin this past the 7 2 rails and make the 4 in the side?
Yeah.
He's not going that way, I don't think. Or is he?
This is a massive game right here. Big, 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 big.
You're Mr. Angles Robles, you are. Which way is he going? He's
There's
going
a
2 rails this way.
possibility if he hits
missed
it. Oh, he missed the entire thing.
Now then, and remember, it's winner breaks. And if Alex can run this rack, he will be on the hill. And he will be breaking.
For the set, for the match.
And of course, the best that Mohammed can hope for is a shootout.
Well, the best that he can hope for right now is for a shot to tie it at 3.
That's
right.
all you ever want, right?
Yeah.
Just
that
want
one
a
opportunity,
shot,
yeah.
one opportunity, and then at least you've had it, and then you can say, I had my chance.
Yeah, but that kick that Alex made might have won him the match.
Yeah, terrific shot, wasn't it?
Oh, sure.
Oh, doesn't
it
want
sure
to get funny
was.
with the 8. Doesn't want to get funny with the 8. He's okay. He's just come past it. And of course, in the last big event, I mean, we're trying to fill big shoes here. George Teashaya and the great JJ, Jeremy Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Can never fill those shoes.
Oh yeah, they're fantastic commentators, and I'm good friends with Jeremy Jones. We both Jeremy Jones and I played on the Mosconi Cup team in 2003 and 2004. What a blast we had! I think one of those years he made the winning 9 ball for us to win the Mosconi Cup.
That must be a great feeling.
Oh, it was the most incredible event I've ever played in my life.
Was it in the UK or here in
America? One year was the first year was in the MGM Grand, and the second year was in Egmond in Holland.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
never knew it had ever been there. Shows what I know. So here we go then. 10 ball for 3-2. And he's breaking on the hill.
Oh, on the hill. And breaking.
So now if you're Mohammed now sat in that corner, what are you thinking?
What?
If you're Mohammed now sat there in the corner, what are you thinking? Just give me one.
Just give me one more shot. All I want is one shot. I'm not thinking about the score. I'm not thinking about a shootout. I just want an opportunity, right, to tie it at 3 and then move from there, right? You think about anything other than that, you're not focused on winning. You're not really focused the way you should be.
Don't forget, coming up very, very soon, 1:30, we will have for you the US Open runner-up, Aloysius Yap. And I know that's how you say it because he taught me to say it last night. And he will be up against Warren Kiemko. So don't go anywhere. This one isn't over yet. We still could be going all the way.
Yeah. Oh, let's see how he hits him here. Now, even though he made the ball in the side pocket last time, Alex did, he hit the one ball slightly to the side that he's breaking from. And that's what caused the 3 ball to go in the side. Let's see if he does that again. Let's see if he cuts it just a hair to see if that 3 ball goes straight in.
Full on, and the 3
Yep,
ball
he did.
has gone in.
He
He's
did.
made the 1 as well. Look at the 2
Look at
going
that.
over the side pocket. He doesn't want the 2 in.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's it. I think that's all she wrote.
Wow, what a break. Talk about saving the best till last.
Mhm.
That's the break of the match so far, and just look at it.
Break like that is what wins championships, right?
Yeah, I don't want to use corny phrases like connect the dots and roadmap and all that, but I can see why they use it.
Yeah.
Because it's there, it's ready. Just to
Well, you always hope that you have those days where every time you break, you have connect the dots as opposed to having to solve Rubik's Cube, right?
yeah, even look at the 9, the 8 and 9, and the 9 and 10, just all in a nice line, ready to be taken. And it looks like it is going to be A.Kazakis. But don't forget, it is double elimination, this, down to the last 16.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not out of it if you lose your first match.
Yeah, 1 rail here.
Oh, he wants this to go.
Oh, he came short there.
He's come short.
I mean, he should be fine here. He's just going to have to go back and forth and end up playing the 9 in the same pocket as the 10, the lower left-hand pocket.
Are you
but
doing
he just
anything
has to
to avoid
focus.
the side pocket with the cue ball? Are you playing
Yeah.
with a little bit of left?
Yeah, high left, but not a lot of left. Just very little, just enough to straighten it out, you know,
Yeah,
because
you
the
don't want
table's
to take it
sliding.
too far away,
Yeah.
right?
And you can't hit it too hard either because, you know, the ball's sliding, so it'll stay longer in the tangent line, go towards that
Oh,
side
that's
pocket. You see how
perfect.
that's why he hit it so soft,
Wants it to run again, though.
right?
It's okay.
Now he draws 1 rail, and he's good. Little low left, around 6:30 Eastern time.
Yeah, there's that lovely stroke there. You see the left-hand spin that he put, just pulled it up
Yeah.
towards the kitchen. And it's hot in that kitchen. And there it is.
And that's
we
it.
have our winner. Alex wins by 2-0, and we will be back very soon with our next match. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be Aloysius Yap versus Warren Kianko.